You know, guys, one of the things that literally pisses me off the most is when I see Christians that basically think that they know so much more than everybody else, despite the evidence to the contrary. This next video that I'm responding to is another prime example of an individual who basically thinks that they know more than everybody else. Before we go even further, though, I want to take this opportunity to thank Agent of Doubt for providing me with the video that I'm going to respond to. I hope that you guys like this video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I would really be interested on seeing what you guys have to say about this. Now, this particular video is going to be another direct response video to the Patriot Nurse, because it appears that she has basically come out with both barrels blazing when it comes to her ignorance. And I would like to take this time to share her video with you guys. So let's get to it. Now, before I even hit the play button, I discovered two things wrong with her video pretty much right away. Number one, she completely disabled the comment section of her video. And number two, she listed her video as unlisted. Now, this really tells me about her credibility, which, by the way, she has none. The Patriot Nurse, in the beginning of your video, you have decided to take it upon yourself to reveal to everybody your credentials and what you do as a profession. Well, guess what? That doesn't matter to me. You can have all of the credentials in the world, but you can still be wrong about something. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say, the Patriot Nurse, that you are in fact an anti-vaxxer. Now, I'm going to be going over the three main objections that you had in your video with vaccinations so that my subscribers can become aware of what I'm basically talking about. Now, the first objection that you had with vaccinations is the additives within vaccinations, and you specifically mentioned aluminum and mercury. The second objection that you had with vaccinations is the vaccination schedule for the children under the age of 1. Now, the third objection to vaccinations is the sufficiency of breast milk for conferred immunity. Okay, the Patriot Nurse, the first additive that I'm going to be talking about in this video is the one that you brought up first in yours, and that is mercury. Now, you basically have this idea that mercury is somehow harmful to children. You basically think that it is a toxin. You basically think that it is a poison that does not belong anywhere near a child in any way, shape, or form. Well, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll understand why you are wrong. Now, since 2001, with the exception of some influenza flu vaccines, Thimerosal is not used as a preservative in routinely recommended childhood vaccines at all. Thimerosal is a mercury-containing preservative used in some vaccines and other products since the 1930s. There is no convincing evidence of harm caused by the low dose of thimerosal in vaccines, except for minor reactions like redness and swelling at the injection site. However, in July 1999, the Public Health Service agencies, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and vaccine manufacturers agreed that thimerosal should be reduced or eliminated in vaccines as a precautionary measure. Now, just because they did this for a precautionary measure, that is not evidence of this mercury being harmful to children. This is from the CDC, by the way. Now, the next additive that I wanted to talk about, the Patriot Nurse, is aluminum. The risk to infants posed by the total aluminum exposure received from the entire recommended series of childhood vaccines over the first year of life is extremely low, according to a study by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA for short. This study is important because it provides additional scientific information confirming that the benefits of aluminum-containing vaccines administered during the first year of life outweigh any theoretical concerns about the potential effect of aluminum on infants. A previous study done by others also concluded that the risk to infants of aluminum in vaccines is not in any way, shape, or form significant. Aluminum is incorporated into some vaccines as an adjuvant. The purpose of formulating vaccines with adjuvants is to increase the immune response to the antigen, the component of the vaccine that stimulates the immune system to make antibodies. When FDA evaluates a vaccine for safety and effectiveness, an adjuvant such as aluminum is considered to be a part of the vaccine rather than a component that is licensed separately. You got anything else to try on me, the Patriot Nurse? Because so far the things that you are talking about are not working, I'm sorry to say. You are also saying, the Patriot Nurse, that you are leaning towards the people that basically say that vaccines cause ADD, Asperger's, and autism. Well, I would like to take this opportunity to tackle autism first. Now, number one, there is no link between vaccines and autism. Some people have had concerns that ASD might be linked to the vaccines children receive, but studies have shown that there is no link between receiving vaccines and developing ASD. In 2011, an Institute of Medicine (IOM) report on 8 vaccines given to children and adults found that, with rare exceptions, these vaccines are very safe. I would like to take this opportunity, the Patriot Nurse, to talk about Asperger's for a minute. The cause of Asperger syndrome is unknown. A genetic component to this syndrome is likely, given that the condition has been observed to run in families. It is also likely that the environmental influences play a role. Now, although there remain concerns among some families that vaccines and/or the preservatives in vaccines may play a role in the development of Asperger syndrome and other autism spectrum disorders, experts have discredited this theory. I would like to take this opportunity, the Patriot Nurse, to talk about ADD and ADHD. Researchers have tried to determine the causes of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADD, ADHD, for decades. Thousands of possible causes have been examined, many debunked. Your concern about vaccines and ADD, ADHD may be an extension of the erroneous belief that autism is caused by vaccines. There is no evidence that vaccines cause either autism or ADD, ADHD. The original research from England linking autism and childhood immunizations was based on falsified data, and the author lost his license due to his misconduct. The best information currently available points only to a genetic cause for ADD and ADHD. The condition runs in families. It is rare that an ADD, ADHD child does not have at least one parent diagnosed with the condition. Okay, the Patriot Nurse, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is your objection to the childhood immunization schedule. The purpose of the recommended immunization schedule is to protect infants and children by providing immunity early in life, before they are exposed to potentially life-threatening diseases. Each vaccine is tested during the licensing process to be sure that it is safe and effective for children to receive at the recommended ages. Vaccines do not overload the immune system. Every day, a healthy baby's immune system successfully fights off millions of antigens, the parts of germs that cause the body's immune system to go to work. Vaccines contain only a tiny fraction of the antigens that babies encounter in their environment every day. Children do not receive any known benefits from following schedules that delay vaccines. We do know that delaying vaccines puts children at known risk of becoming ill with vaccine-preventable diseases. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, publishes a catch-up schedule designed to quickly get children back on schedule if they fall behind. The recommended and catch-up schedules can be found at www.cdc.gov/vaccines/regs/schedules/. Okay, the Patriot Nurse. The last objection that I wanted to cover in my video is the sufficiency of breast milk for conferred immunity. During pregnancy, antibodies are transferred from mother to child. Further immune factors are received through breast milk, particularly in the early months of life. This maternal protection is a crucial support for the infant immune system during its development, but it does not cover everything. Mothers can pass on antibodies against diseases she herself has had in the past or those against which she has been vaccinated. Because antibodies are quickly degraded, the child is left without protection from 6 to 12 months after birth and also shortly after their mother discontinues breastfeeding. Also, antibodies against certain infections like whooping cough, for example, are not transferable, so the baby cannot depend on maternal antibodies for protection in all cases. Premature babies are particularly vulnerable as their immune systems are not well developed and they are less likely to have benefited from passive protection. Vaccines can be particularly beneficial for premature births. There is no need to choose between natural immunity and vaccine-induced protection. Both are the best. So when you actually take vaccines away from infants, you are causing more harm than what it's worth. Okay, the Patriot Nurse. Now I know that you probably won't watch this video, and to be honest with you, I could care less. I just wanted to take this opportunity to basically put you in your place when it comes to vaccinations for infants. Now, whether you like it or not, your whole evaluation on this matter is actually dangerous. And I hope that one day you can actually take the time to realize what you are talking about. Because what you are talking about is completely harmful for children and infants. And that's something that you need to realize. To my subscribers, feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Reddit, Yahoo, or wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out, and remember, if you can't be good at it. Most of all, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video. And again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Agent of Doubt for providing me with the video that I responded to.